So here we have an episode of Black Mirror's new season called Common People. And this is going to be in line with that Severance review or rant that I made a few months ago. Hopefully I can get this right and it doesn't get demonetized or flagged in any way and I don't have to re-upload it because that's what always happens with these copyrighted types of content. But if you haven't seen this episode, what goes on here is Rashida Jones and Chris O'Dowd are married. Rashida has an accident where she's like brain dead. She has like an aneurysm. And what I'm saying is not aligned with the footage you're seeing now. This is just like random footage that I cut from the show. But Rashida has an aneurysm. Then this company called Lux or River something, they offer her like some kind of brain implant, kind of sort of similar to Elon Musk's Neuralink. And the implant basically replaces the part of her brain that she lost from the aneurysm, and she can go back to being normal. The problem is she can't go outside within a certain range of the towers because it works just like mobile phones. There's like a tower that has the 4G and that stuff. And if you go out of range from the towers, Rashida Jones goes back to being brain dead. But that's not all. They also run ads through Rashida. Like in this scene, she's just making an ad about Viagra or something. And then she starts saying the ads at school because she's a teacher, so she's at her a job at her work, saying ads out loud, and basically they put her on probation because the ads people are so freaked out by her blurting out ads in public that she basically becomes like a risk, like a problem, and the school threatens to fire her, and so then they have to upgrade to the. I just noticed my OBS studio appears in that little clip, but whatever. I'm not. So anyway, she's very close to losing her job, and her husband has to start doing like it's basically like a self harm or torture version of OnlyFans, and he does this to get like extra money. He like puts a mask on his face and starts torturing himself on the internet for money. It's basically OnlyFans for dudes. And then in the end, right, the it's so expensive, this thing to keep her brain going. It's so expensive that they both agree that he has to kill her, and so in the end he suffocates her with a pillow. Oh yeah, spoiler alert, if you clicked on this, it's expect spoilers. But here's where I draw the commonality between Severance and and this little bit of Black Mirror. I was meditating on this earlier, and really, we're not free right now. This is the most imprisoned we've ever been as a society. And I don't mean this episode of Black Mirror. Just look at your hobbies, your daily life, your routines, the food that you eat. We're slaves. We're slaves. We're imprisoned. Our food makes us sick with the corn syrup and the red 40 and all the other chemicals and preservatives and additives. So when we go out to vote for leaders or when we go out to work, what are we working for? This is a dysfunctional society. There is nothing like look at me here now making a review of a show that I saw on Netflix. This isn't freedom. This isn't freedom just because I get to sit and watch a little show and then upload a little video making comments on it. We are slaves. We are slaves. You need to wake the fuck up. If it's this bad now, think about how much worse it's gonna be in 20 years. Have you guys seen those people in Japan that live in cubicles? Do you know what I'm talking about? The people in Japan who can't afford apartments have to go out and live in cubicles instead. And then in China, like the super poor people, they live in like coffins. They live in like coffins. It's like an apartment, but you stack coffins on top of each other so that people can like go to sleep. So here's my question. Are you gonna wait until you or someone you know becomes a type 2 diabetic before you finally decide to do something? Are you gonna wait for a loved one or some other event? You're gonna wait for somebody you love to get cancer so that you can finally open your eyes and realize that it's the merchants and the banks that's doing all of this to us. How many people do I see on the internet like calling somebody else's perfectly valid opinion, just belittling them and invalidating them completely and saying, "Oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist." No, 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 no. There are no longer. If you want to see a fake conspiracy theory, go research Bigfoot. Go research El Chupacabra or something. Every other conspiracy theory, because it's not a conspiracy theory, but every other issue involving money or politics, trust me, it's not a conspiracy. It's not. So you need to wake up and if you don't know what to do immediately, do what I'm doing now. Make some kind of video or something, make people aware. And that's why I'm using this Black Mirror episode, because eventually, in the near future, this little episode right here, this is going to be everybody's life. One day, you're going to have an aneurysm, and then the representative from the company is going to be like, well, if you want to be normal again, you got to pay us $1,800 every month. Okay, stop picking sides between Republican or Democrat. Stop picking sides between, oh, I'm a liberal, or I'm a racist, or I'm a social justice warrior. Do you know how many racists I've met that have brown friends? And do you know how many social justice warriors or vegans I've met that don't commit to their ideologies, or that they have cheat meals where they eat meat and they totally cheat? Stop nitpicking about what makes you different and stop coming together about what the world needs. The merchants and the bankers have made all of you fight. Fight, and you can't come together because you're too busy with the he said, she said, you're too busy with the finger pointing, and while you guys are busy fighting amongst each other, they are robbing you blind. They use weapons like compounding interest, loans, debt, all of these are all tools of slavery. This is how they make you servants. And I'm seeing a lot of you falling in love with your chains. You know, just because the bars of your cell are made of gold, you're still in a cage. You're still in a prison. And you need to wake up. Okay, so read up about the merchants, read up about the banks. If you can afford it, start buying local food, local organic food. That one's a little bit tough, you know, because you can't always get like clean food. I know it's super hard. They made it that way on purpose to mess with you so that they own you. If you become a diabetic, they can sell insulin to you. That is the entire point. I read an article the other day about how fast food is being genetically engineered to bypass things like Ozempic. So Ozempic makes you skinny, and now they're making fast foods that can bypass Ozempic and just make you fatter. Okay, these corporations and even the government, they're all loyal to profit. They're not loyal to you. They do not serve you. When they look at you, all they see is money. So yeah, that's all I have to say. So thanks for watching. Take care and enjoy.